Hello, Nublets. I hope you are enjoying your training so far. It is my goal through this series to turn you from the kind of gamers who cause serious team rage to the kind of gamers that people actually want to squad up with. In our last episode, we discussed the mechanic of spotting your enemy. And while I'm sure that you learned a lot simply by my rant and explanation of the Q button, I bet you would learn more from a visual example. So, let's hop in a game. I have my friends from the Rangers clan here with me today to help me demonstrate what spotting looks like for you and your team. Joining me are Ionic Gecko, General Chubbs, and Anus. Okay, so we're going to start from the top of this building as a sniper. Now that I'm here, I'm going to look out over the battlefield. Alright, looking across, looking across. Did you see anyone? Probably not. I didn't really see anybody either. Now allow me to show you where they are by pressing Q like we talked about last time.
Be on the lookout. Spotted a hostile soldier.
Do you see them now? Perfect. Now you can shoot them. See how even when they retreat behind cover, it takes a moment for the icon to go away. Now guys, if you can retreat behind cover for me. Perfect. This allows you to follow them. And for your information, this will also work through a smoke screen as well. If you throw out smoke, you can spot targets through there as well. It's perfect. They can't spot you, but you can spot them. Now, I'm going to hop back down on the ground, and you can see this as an assault from that perspective. So now I'm down at ground level, and I can't see my targets, but my sniper can. So I'm going to call out sniper. Can you please spot the targets for me? Okay. Now we see the turret man, and we don't have the other guy just yet, but as we peek around the corner, we see him there. More importantly, if you take a look at your mini-map, and you can press M to bring it up, they're going to show up on there as well. When I round the corner, with a little map familiarity, I'm going to be able to pre-fire these targets, which is awesome. That's why you're going to want to play maps very often, get familiar with where all the little corner points are. You're going to be able to come out, pre-fire, take out your targets nice and quick. But we'll talk more about pre-firing in a next episode. Let's see this mechanic from the gunner spot of a Jeep. So our driver's driving around, staying mobile, and avoiding incoming fire. I have the gun, so it's my job to spot targets and eliminate them, or at least spot them so my teammates can roll in and take them out. So we're driving around. Do you see any enemies? How about now? Okay. We've got two. The second guy's not lighting up, but that's alright. Now, our assault's going to be able to come in and take out those targets. Spotting from the gunner seat is incredibly important because you're driving around in a ticking time bomb. A few well-placed rockets and you're sailing towards the moon. So again, let's see this as an assault trying to capture points. We see our Jeep driving, motoring by, and he's spotting as he rides. I'm moving in on a point. Now I know where the enemy is. Now, I can take them out and continue to capture the point. Good work, team. Now let's say we're playing TDM. There's lots of corners to dart around, and maybe you can't get the kill shot off. So as I'm firing at my opponent, I'm also spotting. And I want to make sure that I continuously spot in case for some reason it doesn't work. Like deploying your parachute on a drop, you need to spam that key. So I'm queuing as I'm firing. Like that. So now my opponent has made it around the corner, like that. And I don't have a shot anymore, but my teammate over here, he's got clear line of sight, and he's got the red indicator over his head. So now if you kill him, we get the spot bonus points. And had we gotten a little bit more tags on him, we would have gotten an assist. And that means points. The key thing to remember is that spotting is more of a mechanic to help out your team. When you spot enemies, it's almost always to make sure your team knows the position of all the scumbags on the map. This is really helpful for chopper pilots, gunners, riders. So please have your head on a swivel and seek out opponents. Spot as you fly by. Your ground forces will be very happy with your performance when you help them in that way. For jets, it's the exact same thing. However it is that you find yourself traveling around the battlefield, you should be spamming Q. Q is your best friend. One more time, say it with me. Q is my best friend. And like we say here in Canada, if the temperature's above 0, you don't need a sweater. See you next time, Nublets.